okay, it's time to move the bees into the new hive. And so I'm kind of all suited up, and I'm going to grab them off the tree from up there. I'm going to put the birdhouse down here where I can get to it, and then try to transfer them right into the new beehive. Here's my handy dandy homemade bee hat with the steel sack. That's silver because it's like steel.
You didn't find the gloves? Did you look in the shed?
I did. I don't need them.
Yeah, you do. You're going to get your hands all stung up.
Hello, testing.
Here's the shed key.
Testing, testing. They're all open.
There, I got a good cloud of smoke. The smoke will confuse them. And they'll be
Okay, so we're going in. Here we go. Give you a quick tour of it real quick as it stands. Whoa, you getting dizzy?
whoa!
Okay, so I got the bees here. You can see they're all fixated on that spot where the hive used to be, and they're very upset. The hive is down here, and they're going crazy up there. So okay, welcome back. Now, you saw me take it out of the tree. I wanted to take the lid off and put the lid in there. But now what I'm gonna have to do is cut this box so that the whole box fits in. And I'll just stick the whole box in there and keep the combs intact. So we'll see. I don't know how they're gonna react to a circular saw cutting through their home, but we're about to find out. Gotta go just a little bit deeper. They're being quite nice to me. seeing as how I am sawing a large portion. Now I've got to get the back. I have to tilt it up like this. This was supposed to be an owl house. Ah, good, that's just about right. So now, I'll lift that out and put it in here. Let me change the angle on you guys so you can see it better. Put you right here, in the middle of the action. Is that good? You like that spot? Does that work for you? Okay, so you'll go right down in here facing forward. Oh boy. Just got stung there. This is where it could get bad, ladies and gentlemen. Take this right here. And it doesn't fit. Let me walk away for a second. So as you can see, it does not fit in there. So now what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Move this back a little bit. Okay, I'll be back with you in 1 minute. Hold on. Okay, well here we go. I'm going to have to cut another few inches off of it. So, here we go. Let me brush these guys away. How much more do I have over here? Slide this a little more. I think if I get another 2 or 3 inches off of it, it'll slide in there. I think I need more than that. This is not the way it was supposed to go. Okay. With surgical precision, not so much. Of course, this one, oh gee, put it up on here. That's better. Doesn't really matter how well you plan. Ah, come on. Okay. I'm going to cut this lower comb off here because I don't want to squash it. I'm going to take this knife here and cut it level. Try to at least. Now, as long as we were able to keep the queen in this thing, we should be okay. Let me relocate you again. Sorry about moving you around like this all over the place. You can see all of the bees are on the bottom here. Oh, I need to cut that bottom piece off. Doggone it. Wait, this is the bottom. I need to cut the top piece off. This is a mess. It's an absolute mess. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remove some of the bees from here. Because I've got to cut this piece off here. So here we go. Ah, nothing lines up. Okay, bees, look out. Oh, gee. This is not happening as easy as I'd like it to. Man, this is insane. These bees are going to be so stressed. I need to get this cut. It's just too light. There we go. Okay. Take this piece off, and if there's any bees even left alive, we will put them into here. Here we go. Replacing the bees. And it's still too wide. That's just gonna have to work. Okay, there we go. Now what am I going to do with this, because I need an excluder. I'm going to have to cut another piece of wood. Oh, I know what I can do. It's no sweat. Have no fear. I can just put a piece over here. So for now, we're good. Oh, you poor guys, I've destroyed you. Oh my goodness, that took forever. Okay, see what we have here? I've got the bees. Into here, I'm going to need to put a piece of I should find a way to stabilize that for movement. I'll put a screw down through here. do that right now. Put one right down through here. Make sure it's even. Well, these bees have been very nice to me because this is, I've put them through bee Armageddon here. I'm going to put these brood combs in the bottom just for kicks. No, I won't do that. So this is our setup, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the bees in there. Let me take a break here and reposition. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do right now is just let these guys settle down and see what happens. I pretty much made a huge mess of this whole thing. But I think as long as the queen is intact, they should be fine. But it did not go that well, that's for sure. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Well, I've got most of the swarm up there trying to go back to where the hive used to be. But I actually got the hive into there. And they know the queen is still in here because they keep gathering around the only entrance point. So what I'm going to do is leave this here for a couple of days and see how many of the bees go in there. And then I'll move it to the backyard after as many of the bees that aren't so stressed that they can find their way back in. But that was pretty much a mess. Pretty much a mess. The main thing is to remember to just stay very calm when you're working with bees. I got stung about 4 times during that whole process. But hopefully they'll all find their way to the queen and set up shop inside of here. I'm going to put the lid on right now. There we go, all capped off.